App in an hour. From time to time, we like to present a question for you to think about. This one: if you had to build an app in an hour, could you do it? As you progress through the App Developer program, keep this challenge in mind. It's designed to help us drill down to simplicity in what can be a very complex environment. So, how would you do it? Here are the rules. Your 1-hour app must be content neutral. That is, you can use or create any kind of content. The hour that you spend must include the full app development cycle: design, development, testing, and then ultimately distribution. And your app must be fully functional. That is, it must work and be available to others. So, how would you do it? Well, you could use an app generator. That cuts out the coding completely, right? You'd still have to do the design, testing, and distribution phases, but you could create quickly. Check out Google's App Inventor, and if you need to, you can review the video from Lesson 3 on non-coding tools. Or you could convert a standard website. Just create a quick, simple template site and use a non-coding tool to convert it to mobile. There are plenty of them out there. If you wanted to do some coding, you could build a Hello World app. Most every SDK offers step-by-step coding for a simple app known as Hello World. It's designed as the developer's first app and serves as a great way to walk through the coding process. You can check out the SDKs for Android and for Eclipse, each of which have their own Hello World, and for that matter, so do all of the other SDK programs for the platform tools we use. You could use a tool like Appcelerator, which provides a framework for your app but does require some coding skills. Or you could borrow open source code available online. There's a lot of code out there. Just Google open source mobile application code and you'll see. Obviously, you want to be very careful about what you load onto your computer or your mobile device. You want to watch out for viruses, and as a practical matter, watch out for cluttered code. Watch also for terms of use issues, that is, non-commercial use only type code. You don't want to borrow code that somebody borrowed illegally in the first place. Most important, and one of the reasons this is such a great exercise, building an app in an hour forces us to focus on your app's design. For example, is it thin or is it thick? Thin means quick and efficient, but perhaps limited in features. Thick means feature-loaded, but bloated and maybe slow. Thin gets your app built much more quickly. Thin is easier to test. And if you start thin, you can almost always build out to thick by adding features later. You can use a thin build of your app for proof of concept. And here's a hint. Apple says that its most popular apps are, by this definition, thin. They're dedicated to a single, simple purpose, executed elegantly, and they integrate the capabilities of the device. So you see, app in an hour is not just a catchy cliche. It is a way of thinking about the entire design cycle of your app. So, can you build an app in an hour? Yes, you can. And this is also a theme you can return to over and over again in your coming courses. App development can seem complex. Thinking in terms of building the app in an hour breaks the complexity down into the simplest key steps. Whether it's a demo app we encounter or your own capstone app, think about this question: could I build this in an hour? It's a great benchmark for a very important first step to a successful app: scaling your app down so that you can create a quick prototype for later use.